Hi, I'm Rich Shea. I'm acting chair tonight for the Norwood Cable Commission, our meeting of March 12th, right?
Yes.
Yes, and Ed's out sick. Hopefully he'll be better very soon, and we'll see him here next time. So the order will be slightly different if you saw it posted, and we'll start with Verizon. So we'll start with the minutes from our last meeting with Verizon of November 13th, 2018.
Okay. I want to interrupt you at this point, only to tell you, the people out there, that this meeting is being televised, which is something that we have to say by law, that the
Oh.
meetings are being televised, so, okay.
All right.
Hit it, Rich.
All right, so, I'll wait for you folks somebody to recommend approving or amending the minutes.
Oh, okay. Did you already read these? I read these on the computer.
Let me read it. I motion to accept.
Okay, second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
The minutes are accepted as read. Thank you, Harry.
Okay.
All right, and then, next on the agenda, we have the agenda, approval of minutes complaints. I didn't check, because I didn't know I'd be checking, but I don't know of any complaints, and I haven't heard
Okay.
any. Anybody else?
No.
Anything? So, no, nothing?
Nope.
Formal or informal, since we don't have old business thing on here, we did have a comment, the last meeting a while ago, somebody had, they complained, they weren't terribly upset, but they were somewhat annoyed by the aggressiveness of the marketing people in their neighborhood.
Okay.
And just,
I'll
they,
pass it.
and my concern, of course, was to make sure there actually had been Verizon people doing marketing in the neighborhood, because with Fios installed in most of it, they're not there all the time like they
Sure.
were during the first
Yeah.
years. But indeed, there was they were legitimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were actually contractors, but obviously they represent Verizon, they should
Mhm.
have badges to indicate that.
they did.
I'll talk to the sales director. Again, speaking not as a Verizon stake owner, I mean, door-to-door salespeople by definition are gonna be a little aggressive.
Yes.
I will, if it recurs, certainly let me know.
Okay.
I'm hoping it was a one-off, that maybe someone was
Only
hungry
one
that-
person complained.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. Thank you, Rich. Thank you.
I don't think we have any new reports that we received. We reviewed reports in previous meetings. Payments appear to be up to date.
You would have received last, on or before February 15th, both the 5% PEG payment, which was made to the town, which is the quarterly
Mhm.
on the 5% gross revenue. We also have with Norwood a PEG capital payment,
Right.
manifestation of the last contract of 0.175%. That was also paid
Yes.
on or about February 15th.
And we reviewed both of those
Right.
at our last meeting.
Well, actually, I think we reviewed the last meeting, the ones from
From
third quarter. This is now,
Right.
but what you should have received in the last day or two is the annual license fee.
Okay.
So Verizon pays to each of the LFAs, local franchise authorities, 50 cents per subscriber
Right.
annually.
Right.
So a check for $1,775 went out this week, representing 50 cents on the number of subscribers year end, which was 3,550, so 50 cents per. The state actually receives 80 cents per subscriber. So but that check also went out. So we're caught up in very automated process on all the payments at
Great.
this point.
Those are the ones you see on the bill, those added little fees besides the PEG fee, all
Yep.
those other ones.
You'll see franchise
Mhm.
recovery fee, or franchise recovery charge, or, PEG grant. Those are generally the two that we use. And the PEG grant would be the 5%, the franchise recovery charge would be the 1.75%. And it comes out to,
0.17.
quick math in my head, $5 or $6 a month per subscriber.
And that's the money that funds public access TV.
That's what Jack
That's-
Tolman loves, right?
That's
Yeah.
what we collected for, and it's
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
passed on.
It's a pass-through, it
Right, it's
absolutely
not
is, yeah.
required by law that it be passed through, but that's how Norwood does it.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what we feel those fees are
Right.
for. All right. New business. Do we have anything here? Oh, I guess the newest business is discussion of HD channel. Do you want to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, how are we coming on that?
Good, I talked to Jack Tolman this morning. The channel is up and running. He's very pleased with the process, with the picture quality. He's working how he wants to articulate that to
Right.
the marketplace, and
Mhm.
whether, he's gonna talk to you more, Harriet or Joan, I forget whom he said.
He spoke with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
about a kind of an approach he has, kind of combine a couple of channels and do that as a simulcast, which we certainly can handle. You know,
Right.
right now you're on 2135, which is a simulcast in HD of channel 35, which I believe is your public, what we call public. And
It's already up, you said?
it is, it's live. Now, he might not be, I
What he
think,
wants to do is, they wanna launch the HD from you and from
Comcast.
Comcast at the same time.
right, so he can go over
And-
one message to the
And
marketplace.
it will actually be, they'll mix the channel so that it won't be an exact match to one of the three.
There's
I
two
believe
ways
that's
to
the
do it,
plan.
Rich, and we've done both depending on the community. One is an exact replication of the SD, so you have channel 35, which is broadcast in SD, and you replicate that exactly in HD 2135. The other approach that some communities can do, and we certainly can do this if Jack decides to go in a different direction, is what we call a best of. So you have the 3 SD channels and you package the best pieces from those
Right.
and broadcast them in HD. So in a sense, it's a 4th content piece.
And in order to do that efficiently, he might have to install some other equipment to mix select channels. I
Yeah,
mean,
he'd have
you-
to do the
Right,
mixing
he
on
has to
his
do
end,
that
yeah.
inside his studio.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
And so I'm sure he wants to announce how he's going to present it,
Right.
or, you know, how they're gonna do that.
And I think
when
his
they're ready.
understanding, which makes sense, is rather than going out with a message, oh, Fios is now in HD, and a month or two later saying Comcast is HD, again, and speaking to it very briefly this morning, I think he wants to go with a cohesive message, hey,
Right.
both providers, and I know that Norwood Light, I believe, is HD as well, so, but he wants to go with a cohesive message for both providers.
Okay, that's
So,
good.
everybody should watch for that. It's very
Yes.
exciting.
Yep.
That won't automatically switch. like
Let's
we
talk
might-
about that, it's a good question, and this is one of the follow-ups from the last meeting. So, the way that it works within what we call our VO, which is the video head end, if a channel is in HD, say channel 10 is the SD and 510 is the HD, we can set that so that everyone in the VO, if they hit 10 and they have HD equipment, it will automatically go to 510. And that's how my setup is. I happen to be a Comcast customer. The challenge with PEG channels is we share channel numbers.
Right.
So other communities have 35. So if I set the VO that everyone who goes to channel 35 to watch their PEG, well, if their community doesn't have HD, they're going to go to 2135 and see nothing.
See, nothing.
So unless everyone in the VO in the area all had HD, we're all doing the same approach.
Same mapping of the
Same
channels.
mapping, it just won't work, and that's why we haven't been able to do that automatic click-through to HD. Because the town over, 3 towns over that's using 35, clicks on 35, if everyone jumps to 2135 and that community isn't on HD,
They won't be happy.
they'll get nothing, they'll go to a blank screen.
And that's an all or nothing setting on your Fios box, I believe.
It's an all-or-nothing setting on the channels.
Oh, per channel.
Right, and we set
Okay.
it for basically across the VO. We
Yeah.
assume that if you have HD equipment, you'd rather watch an AD, it will jump over.
So it's automatic, you don't, I thought you had to program it at
You
one
can-
time.
you can
Or
tell it
You
not
can
to.
probably
You
deprogram,
can
but we set
deprogram
it
it.
that.
So it's
Right.
automatic now. It used to be at one time, I thought you had to program it. to
You
do
may
that.
have had to, Peter, I'm not sure on that, but we could set it, but it would mess up all the other
Right.
towns
No, you
that
don't.
don't have
No.
PEG HD. So we're giving a lot of thought. In fact, the gentleman I spoke to is like, oh, yeah, here's the explanation, and it's a bit complicated to articulate.
Are they ever going to have it so that we know what is on at 7 o'clock? We know what is on at 8 o'clock.
As you know, that was part of the Senate bill last year.
Uh-huh.
Verizon and the other providers are against that, frankly, because of just unbelievable cost
Yep.
to provide a channel lineup on PEG. It's expensive to do so. We'd have to create all new virtual channels. You'd have to work very closely with the media houses in New York to make it current. Again,
Yeah.
it's not something that Verizon's going to entertain. Now, we feel that it's really Jack's job to articulate what's on, whether it's through a bulletin board, whether it's through
And
streaming on
they-
his
they
website.
do.
Well, they
Yeah.
do. They
they
have
do,
a bulletin
but-
board
yeah.
now. But I was just thinking that it would be,
It'd be a wonderful feature, but we've calculated it would run into the multi-millions of dollars for Verizon to build that out.
well, I'm hoping that it will be along the same line as the HD channels. Never
Um,
gonna happen
I-
for local people, and all of a sudden we have it,
Yeah.
so.
Honestly, well, I know it's not the thing people want to hear. Probably the government should take responsibility for setting up a mapping. I mean, I can imagine a way to do it,
Mm.
And it's pretty straightforward, but it'd be like an open source software kind of project. And you just have code numbers on all your channel slots. And then the public access people would map their programs to those numbers.
But remember, we share channel numbers. That's
Oh, I
part
know,
of the
I know.
challenge.
Yep,
We'd have to
that's-
have, if we
Yes,
go, if
and
we
it
go
would-
that route, we'd have to have unique channel numbers for each LFA.
And that
Well,
would be a problem?
It would
No,
be extremely
well,
costly.
No, my view's different, but this isn't the place to articulate that.
Okay, all right.
So,
Okay,
um,
okay, so right now, that's a no.
Yes, that is, Verizon is not something Verizon's entertaining at this point.
Okay. Okay.
You know, we feel that it's really incumbent upon the local franchise to use its marketing tools to get the word out.
and they do, and the
Yeah,
listings are
they do.
available,
Yeah.
it's just, people like
It's
to
not as
hit
current.
their-
Yeah, sure,
You just can't
absolutely.
hit your guide and
Yep,
go.
yep. My wife every night says, "Give me this thing, I wanna look at the guide."
All right.
Yeah.
I understand, yes.
Okay.
Other new business, I don't know if you have any, do you have any, I know there've been a small number of channel lineup changes. And-
Most of those, as you know, Rich, are out of our control.
Oh, yeah, no, they're.
You know, it's provider, it's the provider has just pulled the channel in a lot of cases. And as soon as I get those, I send out the information to the town.
And,
Um,
right, and also, if you are a FiOS customer like I am, check your messages.
Message board, yeah.
The message board does give you a warning about all those,
Yeah.
which is, I'm not always, interested in those
Yeah.
channels, but I'm told they're there. So
Right.
do check your messaging, and,
That is absolutely correct.
and
yeah.
you'll at least be warned.
Right.
Okay.
Did we have anything else?
No, if I wanted to go back to copper, can I go back to copper?
I don't want to entertain that on,
Oh,
on
okay.
camera, no. That's not my bailiwick.
No,
Okay.
no, it's fine.
No? Okay.
But I will, talk to my executive appeals tomorrow and have someone call you on that particular issue. But
Okay.
again, I want to be very clear, I mean, I handle the TV franchise. I
Right.
happen to have a background in other areas of the business, I know whom to call, and I'll make
Okay.
sure that someone gets in touch with you.
Right,
Okay, very good,
thank you, we appreciate that.
Sure.
okay.
Well, thank you for coming in, we need to schedule
Okay.
our next meeting
Oh,
with
did you have
Verizon.
anything, Peter?
No.
Oh.
okay.
No, I
You know,
just
can we
couldn't-
talk about that perhaps? I love you guys, but do we need to get together 4 times a year?
Well, it ends up being about 3.
Well, this is my 4th time in 12 months.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
used to meet once a month,
That's true.
and then we went to
Okay.
4 times a
All right,
year.
because you're the only community, that, with whom I meet on a quarterly basis.
I'd like to say no, but we really occasionally, now this is the second time Jack Tolman hasn't been to one of our meetings, but normally Jack is here and we get any particulars that we need from Jack
Okay.
to go with you. Unfortunately, this is the second time Jack hasn't been here, but there are things that we like to hear what's going on technically that the both of you can go back and forth about and things like that, so. I,
Yeah, once a quarter is, I
Once-
mean, it used to be
yeah.
Well,
once
it's
a
not
month, like you
contractual,
said.
as you know, but I
No.
will
Right.
make every effort to,
yeah.
but it is, I'm always available if we have an issue.
I know, but then we don't, as a group, get to talk to you.
Okay.
So,
And,
All right.
and also, one of the issues is, due to the open meeting laws, we actually have limited ability to communicate with each other outside of the meetings.
Okay, all right, that's.
Which is sad in a way, right?
I
So
enjoy
we
seeing
can't-
you.
We can't do it very
All right, that's,
spontaneously.
no, that's fine.
And,
so,
around time of contracts, of course, we have to meet a lot, but at other times, there's issues.
Okay.
The HD channel's not running quite
All right.
yet, even though you've
I
done all the work.
Just
and we
wanted to bring it up,
appreciate that.
that's,
okay,
Yeah.
nice try,
Well,
I will think of you as I drive back to Beverly tonight.
nice try.
Really, is
Well,
that tree gum from?
Yeah,
That's right.
Right.
yeah, sorry, at least it's not snowing,
true.
No.
and
And you guys
already-
have been very good about weather days, Harriet, I
yes,
appreciate that, and
no,
canceling early, so that's fine.
yeah, no,
Yep.
we're not gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
When would the next one be?
The next time would be June, actually.
June 11th would be the second Tuesday.
Okay, I'm not
So
on
June
vacation.
11th.
I'll be away till,
Oh, come on.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
oh, I just thought of something. I'm not available June 11th. I'm,
none of us will be here, Harry.
yeah.
I'll be here.
Wow. Should we,
Okay.
well, maybe you.
Well, we
should
can make-
put it off to the July meeting. Do we meet in July?
We don't meet in
No, we
July.
don't
Don't
meet
meet
in
in
July
July.
and
Might get your
August.
wish now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you
Well,
might
we
think-
don't have to stick to that particular day, I mean, if June 11th
all right.
isn't good,
Are
we can
people
go.
on vacation the 4th?
Yes,
Okay, when are you available in June?
the 18th.
My puppy got my book.
You had a new puppy last time I was here.
Yeah, and this is a result of the new puppy.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
They're like that.
Brutal.
I mean,
Yeah, I
think
know.
about me.
No, but you know, it's good to have everybody here because you don't think of things until, you know, they pop up. Okay. July 4th, okay,
No,
so.
June.
June
June.
4th, I'm
No,
sorry.
not July.
How about, can we change it? There's no reason that we have to stick to a Tuesday, right?
Well,
I'll be
no,
gone all that week, though.
it's just the day
Okay,
that works. the
so
most.
you're gone
Most
that
of the
whole
next-
week.
And most of the next week.
And
too.
most of the next week. All right, all right, when are you coming back the next week?
Maybe the 18th, I could be here.
Well, then do we wanna just
Make it
move
till the
move-
18th?
have a meeting in July and not have a meeting in June?
No, I'd rather, are you here the 18th?
Uh, mm, maybe. I'm definitely not available the 17th and I'm not available the 19th,
Okay.
but I may be available the 18th.
All right, why don't we try for the 18th and then we
Alright.
don't have to go into July.
Okay.
Okay, so, is that all right with you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So cable 7. And
Now,
Verizon.
we could do May, because that's when they actually, you would have been scheduled if you were here last month.
Right.
So.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. All right, let's look back and see if, well, no, because then that would put you here again.
I will acquiesce on the quarterly, and that will be the, so if it,
If you came in May, then you wouldn't have to come in June or July.
yep, I understand.
Or
Yep,
August.
Yep,
Yeah.
whatever works for you folks, I'll be,
All right, so when,
Up to you guys.
what would May be?
Well, back to the monthly view. And
Maybe.
so
Would be the 14th?
the 14th would be the second week,
I could do the 14th.
Yeah,
second Tuesday.
I can do the 14th.
okay,
Rather do that?
sure.
Okay.
All right,
The second Tuesday, yeah, fine. Or is that the third Tuesday?
second.
That's the
Second.
second.
Yep, fine, great.
Cable, 7 PM, Verizon.
And
Okay, why don't we do that and then that way
all
there
right,
we can
and
keep
then-
on.
And then you'll have more than 3 months off at least.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll have the summer off.
You have the whole
Yeah.
summer off.
Right, right. Okay, that works.
Great,
All right.
thank you.
All right, thank you,
Thank
and
you
I'll be
for coming
here.
in.
Yeah, you will be hearing from our,
Okay.
you won't be hearing from me, but you'll be hearing from someone who is knowledgeable about the issue, and we'll figure out what happened and what's the next step and all
Okay.
that great stuff.
All right.
Okay?
Do you have
Great.
a business card?
I don't, I use my email, has everything on it. I figure that's
Okay.
the easiest way rather than,
Okay. I can do that. All right,
great,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And young lady, good luck at
Thanks, Neil.
Purdue.
Thank
What's his
you.
name?
You doing good?
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Do you need,
Do you need-
Norwood Lights stuff, Joe?
Oh, we got,
I
yeah, I
have
don't
it.
have that. What did I do with those?
I got it.
But Joan Harriet would have my email certainly, because she.
oh, yes, yeah, yep, that's fine.
Thanks again.
Okay,
Thank
good night. Oh, yes, okay. Neil,
It was a short meeting upstairs, I guess.
Unbelievably, yeah.
we told him to hurry it along.
Well, thank you.
You did, Joe. All right. Did
Yeah, easy.
I fail to get the, or did I get those so long ago that I didn't move them over?
They came on.
So we need to review
about
the
the
minutes
8th,
from our
yeah, from
last meeting with
Tuesday or
Norwood Light.
Thursday?
What, when
did
I
you
sent
send-
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it not good that I'm too early?
Well,
wasn't
no,
that
should,
early.
nobody
Wasn't
should
that
fault you
early.
for that.
I know it wasn't, really.
No, it wasn't the same time as the others. Verizon,
Oh, it's on the-
Did you drive?
that little pink thing there, thank you. Oh, my book goes everywhere. Whoop, thank you.
that's just, here we go. We don't know what we're doing here, but,
Yes, we do.
all right. Do you have a copy of the minutes from the,
I do.
all right, so we,
Did Jerry read them?
now we're going on to the meeting part with Norwood Light,
No, like, okay.
so. We'll entertain a motion about the minutes when you folks are done looking at them.
Let me know
Okay.
when you're ready.
Yep, all set.
Motion to accept?
Second?
All those in favor?
Yay.
Minutes are accepted as read. Thank you, Harriet.
Okay.
All right, on to complaints. Were there any complaints? And do we have any old business? I
I don't think we did.
no, everything was fine and there are no actual issues. Your HD is working and
Yep. Yep. I was trying to see if Verizon would bite on the channel lineup for the local channels, you know, to list what's on at what time and whatnot. And that was an emphatic no, so.
I'm pretty sure Jack has looked into that with our system anyhow, a couple
Yeah.
times,
Yeah,
and he could never get it worked out.
oh,
But
really?
we're looking at different options going forward, so.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that would make a huge difference instead of watching that scroll.
well,
Um,
whoever figures it out first will have a big win.
Yeah,
Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Like with HD, it's,
yeah,
you know,
it's good. So, yeah, they haven't floated their HD channels yet, so. You guys are still ahead of the curve. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay. I think
it's not gonna work.
that was it. George Kelfis?
I don't know if that was
Or was
correct,
that his
but
home
that's
making
what
it?
I've heard.
Yeah, that name didn't, okay,
I know it was George, but I'm,
okay. Sounds good. All right. Anything new and
So-
exciting?
Not anything really new and exciting. I'm not sure if I didn't see it in the minutes, but we are in the process of changing out all of the old set-top boxes.
Oh,
the-
right. Yeah,
that's
The old
in
black ones. And that's going along very well. We're at a good pace. We got two guys working on it full-time, and the other guys, whenever they come across them, they'll change them out. Same thing with the modems, but it's,
Mhm.
you know, what we're here about tonight. At the rate we're at now, it's gonna take us the rest of the 2019 to get them all
Not
changed.
surprising.
I'd like to do a little faster, so we're
Yeah.
looking, you know, to see if there's any way we could get it done maybe by fall
Mhm.
anyways.
But you have to schedule with people to get in and make the change and
Right.
make sure
Right.
it's working, and so it's not, it's probably pretty labor intensive,
It is, yep, but
more than you'd expect, right?
you're right about this, I think the scheduling is gonna become
Yeah.
the toughest part. Right now, the people are very receptive and we're getting them, right?
Mhm.
But we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be harder to reach them.
Right.
It's gonna be harder for them to schedule us to come in.
So folks, if you are a, you know, Nordlight cable customer, and you'll be hearing, somebody will wanna come and change the box, and that's authentic, so do watch for it.
Yeah, or call. Give
Or
us a
call.
call if you know
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
be home on, you know, on a Thursday or something like
Yeah,
that, and we'll
yeah.
try to squeeze you in. We wanna get those boxes changed.
Right.
Yeah. Is this the little box you're talking about?
It's we're taking
Oh,
out the big black
the
ones.
great big black
Yeah,
black
the first ones that we had when we first opened up,
Uh-huh,
we're taking those out and they're being replaced with a much smaller
much smaller one.
HD
I-
box.
It's easier to dust and everything, you can
Yeah.
put more DVDs
Well,
next to
I
it.
like the one that, you can't record on it and stuff like that, the one
Right.
that they put in my kitchen. I mean, it just takes no room at all. It's that big,
Right.
and, it's perfect
Yep.
for what you want.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we're putting in for everybody.
Good.
Plus, we're also changing out some of the older DVRs, which are the first big silver boxes that we had.
Right,
Changing out some of those as well. And the new DVR boxes are much smaller, but they're not, you know, like the little one that you got.
right.
When you change those, there's no way to transfer their old stuff, is there?
No, no. I think when they first came out, the manufacturers and the programmers allowed you to be able to hook up an external hard drive to it.
Mhm.
But then copyright issues became a problem.
Ugh,
Everybody was afraid that they're gonna be, you know, selling their content, so they said, no, you can't do that anymore.
Lose all
So
the
you have to
Super
watch
Bowls and
everything, yeah, you have to watch everything all at once. Well, right, if you tape the Super Bowls and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta watch it before you have us come take it, which is hard to do,
You
but,
watch them in the summer, it's like 10 footballs back.
That's good.
so that's the big project. For TV, it's just, you know, it's so much in the air right now what the future's gonna do, so.
Yeah.
Right.
We're spending a lot of time just looking at the different services that are out there and trying to see what the trend is gonna be. I kinda think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be app-based. There's gonna be an app that you're gonna get on your smart TV, on your telephone, on your iPad or whatever. You just hit you want to watch Nordlight Broadband TV, you just hit the app and there's all your channels.
Really?
So I think that's where
Yeah.
it's gonna
The
end
poor
up.
people that have flip phones still.
Well, that is gonna be the issue. It's,
Yeah.
Well, they watch it on
It-
their smart TV.
it's-
You don't wanna watch it on your little TV
Mm.
screen.
I mean,
Then you're gonna have to go and buy a
my,
smart TV.
my kids, my
Yeah,
kids
but-
don't have problems dealing with this, that there are several different apps and different channels on the app, so there's like a whole new hierarchy instead of what you and I think of. Turn on the TV, pick a channel, watch a show.
Right.
They have like, turn on the computer, start an app that has the channel that you wanna watch. And if you wanna switch channels, you might also have to switch apps, which seems inconvenient. Someone will do something about it, I'm sure, in terms of controlling it, so that it'll look transparent. But it's not clear how fast the transition will take place.
I hope it's not fast.
Yeah, yeah.
I think some of
Really?
those dinosaurs have to become extinct before
Yeah.
the model dies.
There
Yeah,
there-
I
there will
think so.
definitely be a transition. We're gonna have to keep, the conventional cable TV running for a while,
Right.
Yeah.
right, as everybody transitions over. and-
Fortunately,
gets accustomed
Nordlight
to it.
has its own network system in place for the whole town
Mhm.
and a telephone system in place, so however it turns out, you guys are still in the business,
Right.
just like Comcast and Verizon are.
Mhm.
However it turns out, you're still in some business,
Sure.
whether or not this committee exists anymore, whether there actually is a broadcast or a cable TV system in the current sense, still up in the air.
Sure. Yep.
Well,
So, yeah, we spend a lot of time then, watching the technology and
Mm-hmm.
seeing where the trends are going and, being careful not to spend a lot of money on video right now because, who knows what it's gonna be in another year or two,
Exactly.
so,
which way they're gonna swing.
right.
Wow.
But at the same time, maintaining, the good service that we always offered, so.
You do, you offer excellent service. And, I have never have had a problem and always,
Love
Are
to hear
you-
it.
no,
I'm actually Verizon, but, no, I've had Norwood too, and they're superior to everybody else
yeah.
when it comes to service.
I
Okay.
had, someone come, they actually had to come 3 times, part of it was my fault, but each time they were so patient and they switched my 2 boxes, one in the bedroom and one in the other room. And I had a telephone problem as well, but everything's fine now, and they were so patient because I was very frustrated with one of the, new little boxes, tiny ones, and it wouldn't, anyway, I had the wrong clicker, was what the problem was. I should have got the silver one instead of the black one. So it was like, that made night and day what a difference. So
Sure.
that was the 3rd time someone had to come.
Huh,
And each
Mm.
time, so first they came for the telephone, then they came to switch the boxes, then they came to take care of the problem with
the
the
remote,
last,
yeah.
remote, it was the
Sure.
remote.
And you don't charge for service calls, do you? or-
Not for service calls, no.
No, I think the other 2 carriers do.
We will sometimes, if a customer's calling us every
Every
other
week.
day to come and retune their
Well,
TV for
that's what
them,
I was
then we might,
feeling like. I was
we
calling
might
them
charge
every
them,
other
but,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't, I don't think we charge here yet, though.
No. And they were excellent with telling stories. It was last week that somebody came and unplugged the back of the TV by accident, and then by the time I got home and went to turn on the TV, I couldn't get it on, and it had gone to, I guess, change the type of service that it was going to, and instead of, it was like, I don't know, but anyway, I couldn't get the darn thing on. So I called, and she tried to walk me through it, but that didn't work, so we made an appointment for the next day. Meanwhile, my son-in-law stopped by the house the following day, and I had an appointment from 2 to 4. Stopped by, and he said, TV's not going, so he went boom, 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 boom.
Just turned on.
And it came on, and I went, oh, God. And then, by the time I realized he'd done that, the girl called and said that the fella sitting outside your house waiting,
Oh.
and I went, oh, God. So, anyway, they were excellent that way. I felt badly afterwards, but what are you gonna do, so. Anyway,
So, next meeting with,
Yeah, I was sitting over there when you set up that, I'll set it up with Verizon, so it's a good date for me as well.
so, all right, and then, because it sounds like June's gonna be problematic. We'll be starting the summer early,
Yes, it does sound like June.
of course.
well, why don't we use the same date that we were
Yeah,
gonna
that's
use for
right.
him?
That's what I
Right,
just
that's what we just said,
said.
May 14th.
So,
And then,
Was
June,
it?
July, August, we'll hopefully not have any issues.
Okay,
And
so we're
that'll
gonna
be
have them
Ed's
both
responsibility
come the
with that.
same day?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
because we were having problems scheduling June anyways, right?
okay. Yeah, unless we did the date that we had set up for him afterwards.
Mhm.
What's good for you?
Cause we have Comcast in April, and so they could come in June and that would
Or
end
May.
for the summer.
So you want us to come in June then and not?
No,
No,
I'm
May.
just,
Oh, okay.
I'm talking Comcast.
Oh.
Oh, at
Because they're
Comcast would come
coming
in,
next month,
oh, then they could come in
they could come in June.
mid-June, maybe, right, okay,
So I'm coming the same night as Verizon,
Yes.
14th, May
Yes.
14th.
Okay,
Who's early, who's late?
yeah, what do you wanna be, early or late?
Well, what did you say for?
You know what, I'll be
Neil?
nice to the Verizon
didn't
rep and
say.
come late, so he
Okay,
can he's got a long ride home, so.
He does.
and
Yeah.
in case you have to meet upstairs, you'll have an excuse to
Yeah.
get that done early, I gotta get downstairs to the cable.
May, that's town meeting time, so.
oh, that's right too,
Yeah, that's true.
that's right too. Well, they
That'll
usually
be
meet on
Monday.
Tuesday,
No,
that's
it'll be
Mondays
Tuesday
and
should be fine,
Thursdays.
yeah.
Yeah, we're fine here, but,
So do you wanna be 7:30 then?
I'll do 7:30 this time.
Great.
yeah.
Okay,
thank you.
I'll be a sport.
You're so good.
yes, you are. So, okay, Daryl.
Very good.
Thank
And
you.
I'll leave this pen if anybody wants for their grandkids or
Giant pen.
There you go.
Oh, I like that.
Game Show Network.
Oh, for God's sake, yeah, too
It's
bad,
one
I
of
got
those
it.
ones that,
All right.
I got more pens.
Okay, folks, take care.
Okay,
Okay,
See you in a
Daryl,
couple
thank you
months.
very much, yep.
Yes.
So that moves us on to our commissions. I think, the commission.
I haven't read this one, I just got it, so give me a
Yeah.
second.
Our last meeting was January 15th, right? So we have the minutes from the January 15th meeting
Yes,
to review and approve.
oh yeah, we just wanna remind the viewing audience that the number, if you have a complaint, is 781-762-1240, extension 222. So all you really have to remember is the town hall number and extension 222, and, that will get you into the complaint line, and then you just leave your name and telephone number, and we'll call you back and see what we can do. But these are just unresolved, problems that we have. In other words, if you call the cable company and they didn't satisfy, your problem, then you would call us and we would take care of it. Get out the big whip.
Right, but in the end, they're the ones who solve the actual problem that you have, so talk to them first.
Right. Okay,
So, do I have a motion?
you have a motion.
And a second?
Okay,
Second.
All right, all those in favor of approving the minutes as read?
minutes,
Aye.
aye.
So the minutes are approved. Thank you, Harriet. All right, and then our own to-do list is, well, approve the minutes. Do we have any other business going on right now?
No, things are
I
pretty
think
quiet.
everybody's
Yeah,
clear
Everybody's
that,
paid us and
that the HD for, a single HD channel to be implemented at the actual contents will be determined by Northern Public Access TV, will be broadcast by Comcast and Verizon sometime in the next couple of months. Probably it will happen simultaneously. At the current time, though, are all three channels available?
no,
No, there's one channel available from Norwood Light.
Norwood Light has, I believe, all three,
That's what I thought.
no.
yeah,
On
Norwood Light
HD.
has, HD has all three channels that are
available
HD.
in HD.
But the other two
The other two will
companies
have
do not,
one.
right,
And it's not clear at the current time whether public access, and they may change it over time, will just dedicate one of the channels to be in HD or mix parts. At different times, they'll be showing different things on the HD
Right.
channel and at their discretion, which I think they're hoping will be the best, that, you know, whatever they think the highest interest and the fewest repetition of programs on the HD channel. So we look forward to hearing about those plans soon.
yes. You said that Jack Tolman spoke to you, Harriet, what did
I
he want
Let me see.
you
Where's
to,
my note? Well, this was mainly about how Verizon has already provided the HD, and they're still talking with Rob Sullivan from Comcast to find a time when they can get the HD on. And we thought Comcast would be easier because they agreed to it earlier,
right,
but they haven't done it yet. So they wanna launch them at the same time. So
Okay.
they're holding off on Verizon's. I'm sure it's because of the, labor in get the HD channels on. It's much easier to do two than do one and then later on do another.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I thought it was the, Norwood, the town channel, business, the meeting channel, that was the HD in, for Norwood. Just one, and I think that's what they wanna do for the other two companies. That's what I remember from talking way back, because
Okay.
that's the most watched,
The meeting channel.
the meeting channel,
Okay. Well, that would be the government channel?
government
The
channel.
government
right.
channel, is they're gonna, okay.
That's what they had said, doesn't mean they won't change their, mind at some point.
Change their mind. Well, the other two, companies are the ones that would only be giving us a one channel. Node already
Has the
provides us
others,
with all
yeah.
the HD channels for all the rest, so. Yeah, that's funny now, I would think that they would do like the baseball games and the football games and things like that in HD, but they'd rather do the
Well, that's
meeting
what
channel.
was said before.
Yeah,
So, they could change that, but
yeah, I would think that would be the most,
The
you
school
know, who,
channel?
yeah,
Maybe for our next meeting, we'll
we can talk
clarify
about
that for
that, yeah,
everybody
because,
who's watching.
I mean, who wants to watch the selectmen and the.
Jack said there's an option of doing a mix, that would be the, Best
I mean, I
option.
think that was the original plan, was they would be able to mix the channels at their discretion.
That's a lot of work, though, that's the
Well,
problem,
there-
you gotta put one person,
Well, you can program it, you can have the computer do that at set times. And that, I'm sure that's how he wants to set up.
well, yeah,
But
that
let's
works.
not speculate too much about it,
No,
but
okay,
it'll be fine, but I think he wants to announce it when he's got it working.
okay,
Alright,
Works
and
for me.
so, do we have any other business? Our next meeting is going to be next month,
it's April, and I just had it out here. It is April 9th, and it is with Comcast.
April 9th, 7 PM. Comcast is scheduled to come in. If anything were to happen, of course, we could make other people available. And I guess we'll see you folks till then. Thank you for watching. So, did we also want to appeal for another member?
Um,
He could.
Do we still have an opening, right?
yes.
Yes, so there is a seat available on the Cable Commission if you want to come here and participate. We'd love to have your help. Get in touch with the selectmen and volunteer. Thank you. Motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Second?
second.
I seconded it,
And all
yeah.
those in favor?
Okay.
This meeting stands adjourned. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.